Welcome back to Roadies Roam the World, Episode 3 of our Alaska adventure. We pulled out of camp at Denali on our 4th day of our 12-day trip, and it's time to refuel, literally. Before leaving Denali National Park, we stopped by the Mercantile at Riley Campground, where they have a dump station for RVs and campers. We learned that some campers had left some food wrappers in their tent, and a bear clawed its way through the wall of the tent. The park had revoked tent camping to ensure the bear didn't come back and hurt anyone. Luckily, the tent that it clawed its way through was not occupied. They were not joking when they said not to take food into your tent. We're headed to Fairbanks to hit a Walmart and restock our groceries. On our way, we stop off in a little town called Nenana, Alaska for some shopping and exploring. Nenana is home of the Ice Classic. This is a guessing game that is known all over Alaska, where participants buy a $3 ticket and guess the date and time the ice will break up on the Tanana River. This game was created by a group of engineers in 1917 who were in the area surveying for the Alaska Railroad. In 2023, the clock stopped on May 8th at 4:01 p.m. While in Nenana, we checked out the Alaska Railroad Museum and had some delicious Alaska ice cream. Our next stop is to view the iconic Trans-Alaska Pipeline, where it crosses the Tanana River via a suspension bridge. Built from 1974 to 1977, the Trans-Alaska Pipeline is 800 miles long and has operated for over 45 years. At the start of the venture, BP and Humboldt Oil, a subsidiary of Exxon, agreed to build a pipeline that would connect the North Slope to Valdez, Alaska. Valdez was chosen because it's an ice-free port on Prince William Sound. Next up is Fairbanks, Alaska, to restock our groceries and visit a small town just south of Fairbanks called North Pole, Alaska. As you would expect, it's Christmas year-round in North Pole, Alaska at the Santa Claus House. The Santa Claus House is a Frontier general store and post office turned into a giant gift shop. Of course, it wouldn't be Santa's house without reindeer. We learned a lot about the reindeer from Rebecca, who explained that the biggest difference between reindeer and caribou is that the reindeer are considered livestock. There are some other physical characteristic differences in the hooves and the shovels, which are the scoop part of the antlers of these animals. The most popular offering at the Santa Claus house is the letter from Santa, a tradition that has been around since 1952. Every Christmas, the Santa Claus house receives hundreds of thousands of letters from children around the world, and during your visit, you can order a letter to be sent to your child or grandchild from Santa himself. Perhaps the coolest event that happens at the Santa Claus house is the Christmas in Ice exhibit. This is where ice sculptors from around the world come to show off their talents. 600 tons of North Pole ice is brought in for this exhibit, which stays up through the month of December. After we are able to drag Mom from Santa Claus house, we head south on the Richardson Highway to Copper Center, where Dad and I get to try our hand at some salmon fishing. By this time of the year, the salmon fishing was better upriver. However, that didn't mean there were not fish to catch in this part of the river, just meant it was going to be a little bit harder. These glacial rivers are really rocky, and snagging on the rocks was a bit of a hazard. We lost a couple hooks, but that wasn't so bad. We were warned that we were going to lose hooks, but really it was our sinkers that snagged more often than not. After trying a variety of techniques described to us by the owner of the campground, we were unsuccessful and did not catch any fish this particular morning. But regardless, it was a beautiful morning, and it sure was pretty watching the sky get lighter and lighter during our time out. We leave Copper Center to head south on the Richardson Highway, where the Wrangell-St. Elias mountain range starts to come into view. We'll see you in Valdez, Alaska next time on Roadies Roam the World.